Okay.
Hello everyone. How are you today?
Fine, teacher. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine too. Thank you, Lavanya. How about others?
I'm fine too, teacher.
I'm fine too, teacher.
Good. Okay, so in today's lesson, we are going to learn about comparisons with me, teacher Alia, and my partner, teacher Aisya Sufia.
Hi.
Okay, have you ever heard about comparisons? Did you familiar
No, teacher.
with comparative adjective and superlative adjective?
No, teacher, this is my first time.
Oh, okay. It's okay. We are going to take a look at them together in this class. Okay. By the end of this lesson, students should be able to identify the differences between comparative and superlative adjective, analyze the function of comparative and superlative adjective in sentences, and demonstrate a good understanding about the use of comparative and superlative adjective by transferring them into questions. Sorry. Okay, so what is comparative adjective? Comparative adjective can be used to describe the differences. Comparative adjectives compare one person or thing with another and enable us to say whether a person or thing has more or less of a particular quality. Also, comparative adjectives compare differences between two objects they modify, for example, larger, smaller, faster, and higher. When we talk about two things, we can compare them. We can see if they are the same or different. Perhaps they are the same in some ways and different in others. So, what is the pattern of comparative adjective? Comparative adjectives are used in sentences where two nouns are compared in this pattern, which is noun, subject, plus verb, plus comparative adjective, plus then, and plus noun, which is an object. So what is the formation of comparative adjective? There are two ways to make or to form a comparative adjective, which is the first one is short adjective, where the rule of this adjective is to add er suffix at the end of the word, the adjective word. And the second one is long adjective, where the rule is to use more before the adjective word. So let's take a look about the short adjective. Okay, for the first session, we are going to learn about one syllable short adjective. Okay, in this one syllable adjective, the rule is to add er suffix at the end of the adjective word. For example, old. When we transform it to comparative form, it's become older. The next one. Okay, so we also have other forms of comparative adjective, where the adjective of one syllables that end with e, we are going to add r suffix at the end of adjective word. For example, late. When we transform it to comparative form, it's become later. You see that we are adding the r suffix at the end of the word late. So the second one is adjective and in consonant, vowel, consonant, double the last consonant. In this form, the adjective plus the consonant and er suffix. For example, big become bigger. The next the next form of adjective is short adjective. Now we are going to take a look at two syllables adjective. Adjective of two syllables that ends with y consonant becomes adjective, change Y consonant to I vowels plus EST suffix. I'm sorry, ER suffix. Okay, sorry, there's mistake in the slide. For example, happy become happier in the comparative form, where we add ER at the end of the adjective word. Okay, next we are going to take a look at long adjective. Adjective of two syllables that do not end with Y becomes we are adding more at the front of the adjective word. So it's become more plus adjective. For example, the adjective word modern become more modern. For the three or more syllables, the more plus adjective too. But we are using the same thing as two syllables, where the comparative form become for expensive become more expensive. However, when there are also some two-syllable adjectives that we can use both er suffix or more. For example, the first one is quiet. It's become quieter or more quiet. The second one is clever, where it's become cleverer or more clever. The third one is narrow, where it's become narrower or more narrow. And the last one is simple, where it's become simple or more simple. Also, there is an exceptional for this adjective, where the following adjectives I show in the slide have irregular forms. So we not add the suffix word at the end of the adjective word. For example, the good is not become gooder, but it's become better. For bad, it's not become better, but worse. For far, it's become farther or further, not farther. We use comparative adjectives when talking about two things. Often, the comparative adjective is followed by then. For example, John is 1.8 meter. He is tall, but Chris is 1.58 meter. So, he is taller than John. You can see here that the comparative adjective is taller, followed by the word than, to show the differences between two things. Okay, now I'm going to pass the lesson to teacher Ansha.
Okay, thank you, Teacher Alia. Okay, can you guys hear my voice clearly?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, good. Alright, as you can see here on the screen, I will continue with the next part of our lesson, which is superlative adjective. But before that, what is superlative adjective? Okay, superlative adjective are used to describe one person or thing as having more of a quality than all other people or things in a group. Also, superlative adjectives are used to tell the extreme or highest degree of a quality. Okay, normally we use superlative adjective when it comes to two or more things in a group. Okay, next slide please. Okay, I have provided few examples here on the screen. Okay, first, Mount Kinabalu is the highest mountain in Southeast Asia. Today is the most wonderful day in my life. What is the least I can do to help you? Can you see the words that I have underlined in the yellow color here? Can anyone respond, please?
Yes, you can, teacher.
Okay, you can see the words that I have underlined here.
Yes.
Okay, the words that I have underlined here in the yellow color are the superlative adjective actually. But how can we know that they are superlative adjective? How they are formed? Okay, let's have a look together with me. Next slide, please. Okay. Basically, um, there are several conditions of how to form superlative adjective. Okay, as you can see here on the screen, this is the most basic and easy one. Okay, adjective of one syllable. For example, oh. When we want to add the suffix of est, you have to add at the end of the word o. And in order to form the superlative form, you have to add the before the adjective. So it will turn out to be like the oldest. And the oldest is the superlative adjective for the word of old. Okay? Next slide. Okay. Other forms of superlative adjective. For adjective of one syllable that ends with e, for example, large, you just need to add the suffix of st at the end of the word. Compared to the previous slide, you have to add the est as the suffix. But when it comes to word that ends with e, you just need to add st because the word has already ends with e. Okay, for example, large. When you add the suffix of st, the word will become largest. And remember that you have to add the at the beginning, so it will become the largest. Okay? So far, do you get what I mean here? Can I have
Yes, teacher.
okay, thank you. Okay, next, moving on to the adjective of one syllable that ends in consonant, vowel, consonant. Okay, for example, hot. Okay, hot ends with consonant. So when we want to form the superlative adjective of hot, you need to double the consonant at the end of the word. For example, hot, you have to double the consonant of T before you add the suffix of est. So it will become hottest. And still you have to add the at the beginning. So it will become the hottest. Okay? As simple as that. If you understand the concept of the suffix added at the end of the word. Okay? Next. Okay. For the adjective of two syllables, there are two forms actually. First, adjective of two syllables that ends with y. Okay. Um, for adjective that ends with y, you have to change the y at the end of the word to I. For example, happy. Can you see the word? Can you see the alphabet y at the end of happy? Okay, you have to change it into I before adding the suffix of est. Okay. Um. Okay, as you can see here, happy, change y to I and then add the suffix of est and it will become happiest. So the superlative form for happy is the happiest. Okay? And then adjective of two syllables that do not end with y. Okay. Here, it is a bit different than other form where it requires you to include most or least. Okay. For adjective that do not end with y, such as beautiful, expensive, what else? Adorable. Okay. The superlative form can be made by adding the word most or least. See, for example, beautiful. The superlative form is the most beautiful. For expensive, the least expensive. Okay. So remember that if you want to make the superlative form for adjective that do not ends with y, you have to put the most or the least. Okay. Next. However, just like comparative adjective, there is a section for superlative adjective. These following adjectives have their irregular form. This usually happens for one syllable adjective. For example, good. The superlative adjective for good is the best, for bad is the worst, and for far is the furthest. Okay, next. Okay, this is just an additional information for you. You can jot down if you want. Okay, superlative adjective can be modified by using the word by far, easily, and nearly. For example, additional mathematics is by far the hardest subject for me. Alisa is nearly the smartest student in her school. Third one, The Conjuring is the easily best horror movie I have ever watched. Okay, next. Okay, um, next please. Alright, that's all for our lesson for comparative and superlative adjective. Next, we move on to the exercises that me and teacher Alia have provided. Okay, there's 10 fill in the blanks question here, and I would like you to try answer them individually, but I can try to answer the first question for you as a guideline for you to answer the next questions. Okay? Okay, number one. Social media have become more convenient for people to share their photos and videos. Okay, the adjective here is convenient, and the comparative adjective for convenient is more convenient. Okay, the key word here is more. So basically, it is more. It is comparative adjective. Okay. Uh, so for the second question, I would like to call a name to answer the second question. For me, can I have, wait, I'll check the participant. Can I have Sharon Tiong to answer the second question, please?
Okay, teacher.
Okay, thank
Uh,
you.
Microchip is the smallest part of the computer
Okay, what makes you think the answer is the smallest?
because there's the word the in
Uh-huh.
front.
Oh,
So
so,
it is the call the superlative
so the suffix is?
est.
Okay, good job. That's correct. Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay. Okay, for the third question, WhatsApp is the blank space popular platform for online chatting. Can I have Nur Zafira to answer the third question, please?
WhatsApp is the most popular platform for online chatting.
Okay, what makes you think the answer is the most popular?
Because of the word the as well.
So
And
it is
you cannot put EST at the back of popular. So I
because
put in front.
why can't we cannot put the suffix of est?
Because it sounds weird.
No, because it is the adjective of two syllables that does not end with y.
I
Alright.
see. Thank you, teacher.
You're welcome. Thank you for answering the question. Okay, for number 4, can I have Najwa Bukhari to answer?
Yes, teacher.
Okay.
Number 4, right?
Okay, number 4. Can you answer it for us?
I think much easier.
Much easier. Much easier or more easier? Much more easier or
More,
much easier?
much more,
Much more, right? Right.
much more easier. Hmm.
Okay, correct. It is comparative adjective, right?
Yes. Teacher, why we must put more?
More, because that's the rules of comparative adjective.
Thank you, teacher.
Welcome. Okay, next question. It is much blank space safe for people to keep their privacy when using social media. Can I have Nurul Natasha to answer the 5th question, please. You can answer the question in the chat box if you don't want to unmute your microphone. Okay, if Nurul Natasha is not here, can we have Rina Daus to answer the 5th question?
Much more safer.
Okay, correct. Good job. Okay,
Thank you, teacher.
welcome. All right, I will pass to Teacher Alia to handle the next 5 questions. Teacher Alia, are you here?
Yes, I'm here, Teacher Aisha. Okay,
Okay,
so
thank
let's
you.
continue. Let us proceed with the next question. So the question number 6. Can I have who we have here? Sorry, I can't see the participant. Maybe Lavanya, can you answer the 6th question?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah.
Okay, number 6, right?
Yes, yes.
Social media can be to people if it is being used without control. Social medias uh can be I'm not sure, but I think social media can be very addictive. Is that right? No.
I'm sorry. The answer is more
The
addictive.
most. Oh yes.
The answer is more addictive.
Oh, okay, okay.
Because
Yeah, I was
it's
thinking
the
actually, but
comparative adjective, Lava.
okay, okay,
Uh,
doctor.
did you clear, Lava?
I'm so sorry, doctor, teacher.
This is the third what is the 3 syllables, if I'm not mistaken, addictive. Yeah, it's 3 syllables. So we need
Mhm.
to add more at the front of the adjective word. So the answer is more addictive.
Okay, teacher. Thank you, teacher.
Okay, Lava. Thank you for answering this. You are so brave. Okay. Okay, so let's move off. Let's move on to the next question. Can I have Teacher Ansha, can you call anyone because I can see the participant here.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can we have Kausilia, anak perempuan Rajanan?
Yeah, please answer the 7th
Uh,
question.
okay, teacher. Uploading big files into the computer has took a longer time than I expected.
Yes, correct.
Longer.
Good job,
Yeah.
Kausilia. The answer
Okay.
is longest. We
Longer.
put this is the superlative adjective where we add the est suffix at the end of adjective words. Longest. Okay. Okay, so we only have 3 questions left. Who's next? Who want to answer this? Can I have Zafira again? Can you? Oh, maybe she's not here. Maybe I can have Rina to answer the question again.
Yes, teacher. My class is more interesting than other.
Yeah, it's correct. So you think that the ICT class is much more interesting than mine?
No, teacher. I mean, that is the sentence. I love English class more than ICT.
Yes. Thank you, Rina. I'm just joking. Okay. So we only have 2 questions left. Who want to answer this? Please volunteer, students.
Teacher, I
I want
want
to
to
answer.
try.
Who that? Okay.
Najwa and Lava, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Both of you can answer. First, Lava. Can you answer then the question?
Which one is the biggest computer in the lab?
Okay, Lava, that's correct. Did you know what adjective is this? Comparative or superlative?
Superlative.
Yes, that's correct, Lava. Good job. I think that you have understood the lesson very well. I mean, like all of you guys. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the last question to end this lesson with Najwa.
So the virus can be the most dangerous.
Sorry, can you repeat it again?
The most dangerous.
Yes, that's correct, Najwa. Thank you. Okay, so what is the adjective is this? Comparative or superlative?
Superlative. It has the
Yes.
most.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Okay, end of our assessment for today lesson. So, yeah, let's back to teacher Aisha.
Okay. Okay, student, that is all our exercises for today. But before we end our class, can I have someone to tell me and teacher Alia what you have learned today? Can I have Lavania?
Yes, teacher.
Hmm? Thank you. Can you
Okay,
tell
so
us?
today I learned about comparative adjectives. So before this, maybe we don't know how to put in the adjective and try to compare them. But with teacher Aisha and also teacher Alia, we learned a lot about the adjectives. I mean, so comparative adjectives.
Mm-hmm.
We learn about the superlative, the comparative, and what else? We learned a lot, and also during the quiz, I just now did a mistake. But teacher Alia explained why I am wrong, and she gave me explanation on why I am wrong. So I learned a lot today. Thank you.
Okay. Good job. I can see that you're being very attentive in the class just now. Okay. Okay, class. Actually, I have a homework for you to do it during your free time. Okay. Actually, it is an online quiz. Okay. The code is 50896650. You can enter the code in quizzes later. Okay. It's not compulsory for you to do it now. You can do it during your free time. And please share your result with us during our next class. Okay.
Okay, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
I can see that you're not
Okay.
happy with the quiz.
Yeah.
No,
I'm
teacher. No,
okay with
teacher.
it, teacher. Can't wait to try.
Okay, that's good to hear that. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you for your attention throughout the class. I hope we can meet again in our next class. Okay.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Thank you, teacher Alia and teacher Aisha.
You're welcome. Have a
Don't
nice
forget
day.
to don't forget to make a revision.
Uh,
Bye.
All right, teacher. Thank you, teacher Aisha and Alia. All the best.
welcome. Thank you. You can leave the meeting now.
Yeah. Thank you, guys.
Bye.